Wind up, back with part 2 of the Canterbury card from Wino Park, better known as RacingRant Park. Don't forget the Christmas party or the end of year drinks, depending on whether you believe in Christmas or not. It's on at the Rose of Australia Hotel, which is just up the road here in Erskineville, number 1 Swanson Street officially. Very close to the railway station, which is very handy, I find, for travelling to and from these sorts of functions.
And Uber.
Gord's a big fan of Uber since he discovered that the Uber trip to Engadine was significantly cheaper than a cab.
$50 instead of 110. Just
really?
gold. Yeah.
Get on the train.
Yeah.
He gets a bit lazy at 10 o'clock at night.
Have a snooze, set the alarm.
Yeah. I generally,
I've done that before.
When I'm on the train, I actually like to do work.
When I was living in Cronulla, I'd often go to Oatley Hotel on Friday night, overdo it, get on the train to Souther, you have to get off and get the canola wine, wake up in like Loftus and
yeah, no, waterfall,
termination,
for all. Yeah.
That wasn't good.
Oh really?
I was about 18. Yeah.
And she'd come and get you?
No, she didn't answer.
No.
That was a voicemail.
Okay, well, we'll get into more of Dicko's tale of his misspent and ill-gotten youth later on. Race 5 is, we're in the back half of the Canterbury card, pretty much the older horses domain. Race 5 is the short course, 1100 metre race, and Sugar Bay Leonard reappears at his third run, this time in at 1100 Canterbury, $2.40. Fly Forward is $6.50, I'm Usain is $7, Worldly Impact gets B Shin tomorrow, $8.50. $13 Zaron, $13 Out of Time, the breakthrough winner up the line. $16 Boys Day Out, 21 Grand Condor and 26 New Endeavour. Now it's fairly keen. Out of Time is a short courser that will be hard on the speed. Zaron has trialled in slick time in the bush and he'll be pushing on from gate 1. Boys Day Out is an on-speed sort of 1400 metre horse that's not too far away. Sugar Bay Leonard obviously can be hard up on the speed, and Grand Condor lost his rider, Taylor Marshall, and has lost Taylor Marshall tomorrow. He'll be thereabouts on speed as well, so it's certainly keen enough. Gord, are you interested in this race?
Yeah, I am interested, but not strongly. So one of you two guys go first.
All right, Dicko, you're up.
Yeah, I'm quite keen on Sugar Bay Leonard.
All right, $2.40. How's that sound for you?
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah, betting up, or just betting?
Betting up if Glenn gives me the green light tomorrow.
The green light. What if I give you the green light? Is that enough? What if Gord gives you the green light? It's in a price race.
All in.
Huh?
All in.
Tips
Let it
all
ride.
in. Tips all in. Gord, you've paid close attention to Sugar Bay Leonard for a good while now. What did you make of his run in the riderless? Well, Grand Condor was the horse that was causing a bit of grief to those up on the pace the other night.
I think that horse maybe cost it just a length, the riderless horse, because I thought it was who was riding it? It was
who was riding who? Sugar Bay Leonard.
It was Jay Parr. I think I made a good decision. It was a good ride actually.
Yeah, because Prince Mayted, B. Abdullah was on. Prince Abdullah and Prince Mayted who got taken off.
Yeah. Look, I've been a fan of this horse. But I'm not sure. I love the booking of Hugh Bowman, obviously. That's just showing, like, you notice when Pride puts Bowman on, that's a statement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I going to find anything to beat it? I thought I was half interested in Fly Forward as well. It was over 1,000 metres first start. It's now 1,100. I think that suits a little bit better.
It does suit better. I would question whether 1,000 metre form is good form for anything.
Yeah.
You know, 1,000 metre form is... It's a dicey form, but anyway, this horse is a horse with talent.
Well, last time over 1,100 metres, it was at Wyong and it beat a horse called Grexit.
Who I would beat.
Really, I think it's a decent horse.
I'm backing myself.
Yeah, you're backing yourself. That's a big statement, mate.
You've got 2 races tomorrow, big fella.
What's that?
He's racing twice tomorrow. He's taking on another horse early in the car.
Yeah, he is. We'll see how we go. I think I might be up in my beds tomorrow.
Might be able to film it.
I had 4 Sugar Bay Leonard on top. Obviously, if you guys that have watched the show have realised that I've actually found it quite often lately. I actually
Yeah, this
even
is not
though-
the D-Day. Your D-Day was 2 starts ago. This was like bang.
Bang.
Tomorrow is like, well, it can win again.
Yeah, and I think that First Hand is a good horse, which was the only horse to beat it last start.
which was ridden quite horribly on Saturday, and
Yes, yeah.
against what price upscale in this?
Yeah. Very true. But then the worldly impact, you know, it's one of those horses that can do it, can't it? It can come from behind and like get close to some decent horses. But I really I'm struggling to really stamp a horse that I want to back and have a heavy go at that is close to worldly impact. So,
Right, so you're saying that's a drag on the race, or the drag on the horse. Look, yeah, there are a few with Metropolitan credentials here. You know, it's obviously it's the starting point. Sugar Bay Leonard, Fly Forward is an obvious contender, but he's just going back from gate 9, I think. I'm loath to suggest anything in this race. It's one of those races where you go, I'm going to bet to prices here, and hope. It's not a bullish race. It's more of a bearish race.
And if you don't understand what that means, make sure you tune in tomorrow.
Okay, race 6, quite a juicy fillies and mares 1250 metre event, and the breakthrough winner, once more a lady, the 3-year-old filly up against the pairs. We're talking apples and pears. She's an apple, the others are pears, and she's $3.20 in favourite. $3.50 the 2 from 2 first up, Kinshashi. I will point out that they're at rather remote locations, those first up wins. Then we're out to $6 Sanaya, who's back in distance, $9 Queen Misty, $11 Navua Mist, $13 Infinite Love, and long odds the other 3. Surprisingly long odds Sheila-ized in my opinion. Look, she has a chance to lead here, Sheila-ized. Navua Mist is up to $12.50 on the quick backup. I'm thinking they try and take a sit here because with 1,000 metre wins to her credit, they must be thinking, well, $12.50 and her 1,200 metre failures suggests a conservative ride, especially from gate 1. She's a Gypsy and Moroccan Ruby can push forward. Once more a lady has been ridden back this preparation and poked up underneath them from inside gate, but would like to be off speed here. Kinshashi is not a speed horse. Queen Misty is not a speed horse. Infinite Love and Sanaya definitely at the back. Gord, you want to go first here?
Well, that win of once more a ladies, like it was PR. But
Yeah, but it was like
there's stylish PR.
It was. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, and I'm ready to go next start as well.
Lots of mares. You'll see there 2 from 20.
Yeah.
2 wins are back to back.
Yeah. Mares in form is gold, and the form lines around at this preparation are fairly decent as well. You're talking about Fanning and Benuello, which have since won, Nonpareil, which has since won, and then 2 for Love and Mems, 2 starts back, which was a bit of a strange race. Mems did all right with start after that, but I think this horse is ready to springboard into a proper horse, and I expect it to be winning. I had another. How do you get your head round Sanaya? You guys got an opinion on it? Or?
Well,
Scares the shit out of me.
You can't
she's
pick
legless.
back in her.
She's
Yeah.
basically legless, right?
I almost agree, but I bet you one day she's going
Yeah.
hold up and beat us.
And you got a
So
couple
I'm
of
just
chance.
going to bet against you most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I'm agreeing with that. I'm just saying one day.
I just noticed that with the 1,300 metres last start, she had to be quite hard ridden to keep with them.
Yeah.
I know she was
I
strong
think
late,
She's a miler.
but yes, that's it. I would want her out in distance for sure. I just don't think it's going to have the dash of number 7. The other one I had a look at was number 2, Queen Misty.
Trial between runs, trial with Infinite Love.
And freshen up trial is just gold. Don't really care what they do in the trial and the freshen up trial. It's just about actually
Has she
getting
got
them
any
set
guts,
for the
Queen
next
Misty?
race. Well, I don't know. Tim Clark's on absolute fire, and you notice the horse he came second to is Dag.
Who we actually still haven't seen since, so we're,
But you saw the market move.
yeah. So she started evens before she was scratched to the barrier in a Saturday race. Look, Queen Misty, obviously, you come to her at number 2 and you go, But then I was thinking, well, look, she's up and running. She's in her preparation. She's entitled to trial really well. Infinite Love, who trialled just astern of her, starting out her preparation, is definitely at a disadvantage against Queen Misty in that trial. Infinite Love is a horse that's quite lightly raced, doesn't look to have a great profile or CV at this stage, but you know, it's just she's been a bit hampered by wet tracks, and she's won races. She's won her 2 races at Kembla. Don't forget the Pearl from Monday. Her 2 wins are at Kembla, but she's lightly raced. K. McAvoy will ride first up. Snowden's not gone to the provincials. Horse of interest in this race.
I'd just like to see it a little bit more in the trials.
Okay. Sheila-ized. I'll stay on track here. Sheila-ized is a horse that won early in her career in the Metropolitan Era on Melbourne Cup Day 2015. Not a great race, not a great win, but then hit her straps last preparation with a clear out at Wyong, came back to Warwick Farm and failed abysmally. But she's had a searching trial.
I had a second look at her, and then I noticed that the trials that were poor were on the grass, and then the trial that was good was on the synthetic. And
yeah,
you can pretty much ignore synthetic form. It just
well, what
seems
about
to not
it's about the
correlate,
intention of actually trialling.
Oh, okay. So the intention is there with Joseph Pride, but I still don't think he's a stable that's flying at the moment. And he's booked Kathy O'Hara,
and she's $26.
Okay.
That is just ludicrous in this race.
Yeah, I think so, because there's question marks about the others.
She ran 9-4 in her most recent city appearance and had, and got put to the sword. So look, maybe they're saying she's not a first up horse, but I mean, she's had a preparation that's giving her a bit of a chance. She ran 100-1 first up last time in, but that was against our horse that won the Newcastle Newmarket, the Chetwood, that went down south. That was the boomed up race. Brigadoon Rise, who won that race first up as well, she was 25-1.
This is the kind of race that I actually bet into, because if I have an opinion of a horse and I think it's on the up, which is number 7, then I tend to get quite aggressive as far as my betting's concerned. So I'm going to be having a bit of a go at number 7.
Dicko?
I'm keen to back number 3, Kinshasa.
All right, you're the Kinsashi man. We needed someone to take up her cause.
Also, I want to have a bit on 1 and 5.
Right, but Kinsashi, we've seen her once in town. It was in a very, very tame, lame race won by the Snowden legless filly typecast.
I think it comes from nice races in Melbourne.
Okay.
At a nice time of year.
You are our Melbourne man, and you'll be able to look at the highlights of Dicko and Gore tipping seemingly the card at Batmany Valley. If they didn't tip a winner, they bagged a favourite. It was there's 5 serious highlights from the Melbourne card that you'll be seeing on Facebook anytime you like. That's the penultimate. Gord, what is the next race?
The nightcap! Oh my God, that's 2. Thank you.
And it's the fuller field of the
maiden?
program tomorrow.
No, second.
Oh God, he wasn't paying attention
Yeah.
on Saturday. On Monday, he was like, "What? Yeah, look, anybody who watches this show will often see Dicko going, it's like his attention span has this magnetic pull to the left.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is why I put him on.
But by the way, he's not always he's not always perving on women.
Oh, that's a
Sometimes it actually is a dog that's walking by.
There was a dog that's doing tricks on the chairs. Was there not?
No.
No, I don't perv on
Right,
women.
now the interesting thing
Respect
about
women.
this nightcap
All
tomorrow is that James Doyle has not been
Enjoyed that, didn't you?
has not been booked for RMA in race 2. He's not been booked for what's the other show? Kinsashi in race 6. He
got the
turns
gun.
up on Miami-Dade, so it's like John O'Shea's gone. I'm a bit frustrated with this horse. Here, you can have this one.
You think so? That wasn't my interpretation.
Get him off the mark, you reckon?
Yeah, that was my interpretation.
What? Here's your winning ride, James.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I hope you're right, but Jesus. Market reads $5 Bowman Waller via Napoli, $6.50 Rocker Mahal, $7 Miami Dade, $9 Kingsguard, $11 Dillard's Romance, $13 Rogue Missile, $15 Aspen Star and Austin. Lee Roach has been retained to ride there. $17 Spinning Dawn, and long odds the other three. Looks keen. Rocker Mahal was ridden urgently last week at 1400 and goes up to the 1550. You'd imagine he'd be in the van. Rogue Missile is a lightly raced horse with good speed. Aspen Star back in distance but holds his gate 1. Austin has to go forward. Kingsguard with the blinkers on. Raced quite poorly, ridden conservatively in a maiden the other day at Beaumont. I imagine that he is put up on the speed. Miami Dade is obviously there. Should be there, sorry. Although blinkers off, perhaps more conservative. And that's pretty much the speed in the race. Now, Gord.
I found it a tough race.
Well, the betting is wide as well.
Yeah, the reason I found number 1 Miami Dade on top is because of what we just talked about then. There's so many question marks about this overseas jockey. I think it's going to be quite important for his mental state and John O'Shea's mental state.
What? But he's like, here, have a ride at Canterbury 1550. It's like,
well, if you notice,
like
it's actually the longest distance race that O'Shea has a starter in.
Wow, no flies on Gord there. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so that interests me. Obviously, this isn't a massive confidence bet. I'm interested in the SP on number 11, the Hawks horse. What's it called?
Kingsguard. Look, he came over from New Zealand. He raced on 3 wet tracks in the winter and in the city and did quite well.
Well, yeah.
And then, like, Robert Thompson was like, well, you know, I'm on a little $1.60 chance here. I'll position it just ahead of midfield, and of course the horse will do the job, and the horse just didn't come on.
Yeah, so obviously I don't like taking Beaumont failures into Wednesday Metropolitan, but
well, he's got city grads and he's got blinkers on second up.
Yeah. He could springboard off that, so that's one that interests me. Was that he get a decent price?
$9.
And the question mark horse is number 7 B Napoli. It won second up last preparation at Ramwick.
Beat a very good horse on that occasion who did break her maiden eventually at Canberra, but I will say, Lee Curtis, she's not your best horse.
No, not indeed. But the booking of H. Bowman on Waller horses is a significant sign that they're ready to try and do something. Might have second up upside. As I say, I always have question marks about the Waller yard, so that's a question mark horse for me. It's not one, it was favourite, wasn't it? So it's definitely not one I'm going to be backing.
It's like, it's screwed down as far as the market's concerned.
Yeah, the two I might be interested in backing is number 1 Miami Dade and number 11 Kingsguard, but not with a large degree of confidence.
Yeah, well, look, there's a few rabble rousers here. Dicko, did you find one to come home with?
This race is a mystery. Just
all right, you look like you might be
winners. I've had 2 winners, and now as a young bloke, I don't know a lot.
Imagine
a lot
if
of
that was
people
a ranger
in
in Mufti.
We'd jump up and have to end the show. I've had 2 winners this week, and now as a young bloke, I get to go to the races with Michael Lamburn and Glenn Pollitt tomorrow, and this is where I'm going to just go all in. Whatever we agree on in this race.
What do you mean all in? Aren't you recognising?
You're going to let it ride, are you, Dick?
I can't
Glenn
wait.
should not have lent him that 10VV.
It's
the worst thing that's...
So, well, look, hopefully tomorrow before the nightcap we have Dicko there going, I'm having a very good day.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, it's kind of irrelevant, mate, because he's having the lot on the last race.
Yeah, I'm all in.
So he needs to find the winner in the last.
Seriously, I'm flying at the moment. Everything's coming up for me. I'm going to charge into this race on whatever Glenn and Mark come up with.
You're in good form, eh?
I'm getting to go to the races with 2 gurus.
Right. Well, let's hope that they
pressure's on, mate.
Let's hope that they find the last winner for you. I'm not. Put it this way: this is a low confidence race for me. It's 1 from 2, 7 and 11, the other 2 numbers. And
fired up.
Yeah, and look, Glenn, I'm sure will have good insight into this race.
I suggest they are the 4 numbers, mate. Right. I think one of those 4 wins.
Keep your eye on Facebook tomorrow because Dicko will be plugging away there, offering those of you that haven't come to see us on the track as part of the Christmas week or the end of year week. So keep your eye on Facebook tomorrow. Obviously, Canterbury is the place to be. And Friday, the Rose of Australia is the place to be because that's where the end of year drinks are. So,
Oh, some misses.
oh, there she is. Good. Tell us something that we can. I gave you one of those sheets. What have you done with it?
It's under my bum. Anyway, we can both look at it. My bit of the day is race 1, number 1, Silent Warrior.
Dicko, if
Sugar.
you're having one play tomorrow,
Sugar
what
Bay.
is
Short, but sometimes they got to be. I like it a
it?
lot.
Sugar Bay Leonard. There it is. I'm going to tip you a roughie tomorrow. Sheilaized, who I actually have third pick in the race,
Might be
but
one
at
tomorrow.
the $20+ that she is at the moment, I'm backing.
You can maybe get, what, $6.50, $7 a place, Mark?
Indeed. Let's see how we go tomorrow. Hope to see you at Canterbury. Hope to see you at the Rose of Australia on Friday, 4 p.m. And look out for
And the Melbourne show will be up on Thursday night, is that correct?
Thursday night from
Yeah.
a new and exciting location.
The Shire!
Yeah, we're heading south. We're heading home. The boys are going home.
RacingRant is about to get tainted by a Shire show on Thursday.
Yeah.
And
There's
Friday,
no
as usual,
moderators.
Friday as usual, Festival Stakes Day at Rosehill with the team.
Thank you. Good luck.